was no one around. Mommy, mommy, please answer me. What does it mean? What does it mean? We are visitors here in this time and space. One day we'll have to leave, whether or not you believe or agree. Remember, this world is a dream. Remember, this world is a dream. How many have gone before me? How many will come after I'm gone? The truth will live on. The truth will live on. Long after I'm gone, the truth will live on. The word is at the end of its cycle. You're the messenger, the oracle. Humanity have reached its pinnacle. Balance and harmony right in the vehicle. Supreme is dreaming of the particles. The experience of coming into the world and explore is temporary. Lose all attachment and desire. When it's time to leave, be ready. Self-realization shatters all illusion, fear, ignorance, or worry. Remember, this world is a dream. Remember, this world is a dream. How many have gone before us? How many will come after we're gone? The truth will live on. The truth will live on. Many will come after we're gone. The truth after I'm gone. The truth will live on. The truth will live on. Dreamers are the changes of the world. Dreamers are the saviors of the world. True self is dreaming of the world. Awake from the sleep, awake from the dream. Spirit and soul in union to be free. Fear has no power over me. I'm stabilized in the supreme. Who has eyes to see, let them see. New world is coming into being. Remember, this world is a dream. Remember, this world is a dream. How many have gone before me? How many will come after we're gone? The truth will live on. The truth will live on. Long after I'm gone, the truth will live on in the hearts of the children. I say, in the minds of the people DNA. The truth will live on. Yes, I welcome to another Raw Rising. It's a wake-up call with Aset. Remember, this world is a dream. Thank you for joining us. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. Mommy, are we inside of a dream? When you are sleeping and dreaming, do you know that you are inside of a dream? Hail, hail to the primal light. Hail, hail to the one true light. Hail, hail to the transparent light. Hail, hail to the light throughout the ages. Hail to I, self-supreme, primal light. Hail to the light without beginning nor end. I am primal light. I am the true light. Hail, hail to I, self-supreme, that which has no name, that can't be explained. I am that I am, that which I seek, I am that. Are we inside a dream? The world is illusionary by nature, and things are not as they appear. This is all because the world is being created inside a dream using imagination. Human beings search within the dream for truth, but the truth is only within the soul self. For that which you seek, you already are. You are the self, the creator, and the one playing all the characters in this, your dream world. All you need is within the self-soul. All that you need to do is come to self-realization and return to being your true self. Return to your truth. The truth is the self is a character in the dream. Must come awake. Duality. What is duality? All the self-supreme taking duality form to create this dream existence. Duality is when the self-supreme makes replica and babies of itself. Makes a self-replica of itself, and that self-replica becomes the duality by the self turning the light out of its self-replica, turning the light off. This self-replica goes into sleeping and dreaming. This is how the duality self is created. The self now becomes the existence, playing the dream character. All their lights is turned off. Duality is the separation from the light. Your light gets turned off. Duality is the self not knowing itself and being in awareness of thyself and of thy light. Sleeping and dreaming is the nature of duality. So is ignorance, illusion, and false perception, false identification. To create duality, the light gets turned off and the self must go to sleep. In the dreaming state, we are 8 times inside a dream. The dream world is inside of the duality cosmos. The cosmos is the duality, and it's also a self, and it's in the duality realm. The realm is inside of the duality, the universe. The universe is inside the duality, space. And the space is inside of the duality, galaxy. The galaxy is inside of the duality, the primal darkness. And when you go to sleep, it is the mind that goes to sleep and dreaming while it is inside of a dream. So when you go to sleep, you are sleeping while you are inside of a dream. And this you go into the invisible world. So the world is created with 2 aspects. One is the visible world, where you are wearing the body, and when you're not wearing the body, you are in the invisible world. And the invisible world is below the earth. So below the earth is the invisible world, and the world is consist of Geb is playing the visible world, Amun-Ra is playing the invisible world. The world is Supreme Ra and her masculine self, Set. And who is all of the world? Aten Ra. She is the balance to the world because she is the non-duality. Her self-replica that she makes is Ra. Ra becomes the duality. And the duality is what the world is consist of, because the sleeping, the dreaming, and this is when we enter into the dream. Now, Atanra balances out all the negativity from the world because she has the non-dual consciousness. She gives herself replica, the duality consciousness, which is creating all the problems in the world because it's sleeping and dreaming. And it does not know the real. The consciousness thinks that the world is real. It thinks that everything that it uses imagination to create is the real. But it's only a dream. It's only sleeping and dreaming up all of these things, and they're not real. The world created inside a dream is not real. Just like when you go to sleep and the mind is dreaming, you wake up and realize it is only a dream. Likewise, the self, baby self that is sleeping, caught up in the dream, in the loop of the imagination of the mind, the baby self must wake up to realize that it is inside of a dream. How long have I been trapped in this dream? Just like a fetus in a womb, so is humanity in the world, sleeping and unaware. How do I awake the sleeping self? How do I awake from the dream? When you go to sleep, who is dreaming? Who is sleeping? You know that you are inside a dream. You only know when you are sleeping, when you wake up. You must wake up to come to the realization that you are inside of a dream. It's time to wake up, castrate this ego, and awake from the dream. It's time to wake up from sleeping. It's time for this dream to be dissolved. It's time for the consciousness to wake up. Consciousness is dreaming. Consciousness must come into realization that it is only a dream and it is not real. Everyone that enters into the world is given a replica of this consciousness, this tainted consciousness. And why is the consciousness tainted? The consciousness is tainted because the consciousness and the light is indivisible. And to create this dream world, the light get turned off consciousness. This creates a sickness within the consciousness, and it creates madness, mental sickness, delusion. It creates a yearning and a longing within the consciousness, an insatiable yearning that cannot be filled. This is what the consciousness has been yearning for light, and the consciousness now sees all the self, comes into the world to explore the world. The self has their light on, the consciousness wants the light. The consciousness starts to enslave all the selves so that it could take the light. This has been the problem in the world. Everyone that comes into the world is given a replica of this tainted delusional consciousness. This is why everyone suffers from mental sickness and problems of the mind, because the consciousness is very sick. And right now this world is moving into balance, that this world will return to its original state of being a sun, and all of the ones that is wearing the consciousness must return it back onto consciousness, so consciousness can be healed, and consciousness will finally wake up and get its light turned back on. Know this. You are the self. You have a mind. Your mind, the consciousness, goes to sleep and is dreaming. It's dreaming of all of these things. Now, the mind has gone crazy. It is delusional and it has taken over the self by putting its magnetic energy and coating over the self to create the ego false self. This is the ego false self that everyone explores in the world as. Everyone explore as this dream character, the ego false self. Must come to self-realization so that you can take off this ego false self. How do you do it? You must still the mind and self-inquire, because only the destiny of the supreme teacher within to pull this ego off of the baby self. Your mind is sick and delusional. Stop listening to everything the mind says. Bring your mind to stillness. It is time for healing this duality consciousness. How do I differentiate the real from the unreal? Figuring out what is real from the dream is very tricky. How to differentiate the real self? Very tricky situation, because the ego is always trying to deceive you. The ego. That's why you have forgotten yourself, playing this dream character, this ego false self. You are suffering from false self-identification. It's time now for you to self-realize. It's time for you to remember who you are. It's time for the I and I to self-unify. You always want to ask, who is this? Who am I? Who speaks whenever a thought arises? Because all is illusion in this dream existence. From where does this thought originate? From where does this thought arise? This is the question you want to always ask. What is the meaning of these thoughts? What lessons am I learning? It is simple what to do, but doing it is where the challenges lie. You must come to self-realization, must practice stillness and self-inquiry always. Have to bring the mind down into the center of your chest so the void self can still the mind, can purify the mind. And you must ask the question, who am I? From where does this thought arise? You must seek to know your destiny. What is the destiny that you've written out for yourself? You must merge this spirit, this baby self, back in union with your soul self. You must stabilize the self into the void and manifest. This self-soul is anchored inside of the void self. In the center of your chest, you must anchor yourself down. This baby self must be anchored down in there also. So you must anchor yourself down into your self-soul. You must bring this delusional mind down into the void so it can be purified. Right? This is how you will be able to differentiate the real from the dream. Otherwise, this ego, this mind, this consciousness, calling itself many names, Christ consciousness, wanting to reach higher consciousness, is always going to trick you. You only want to have this consciousness be pulled off of you. This is what your mission must be. Thank you very much for joining me. I am Primalite. Prepare for this world, for this dream illusionary world, carrying this self-identity in this fragmented self as our set, our Tenram. Much honor, much honor, much honor to you. I bow to you in self, in light, and in truth. Hail, hail to I Self Supreme, Primal Light. Hail, hail to I, the light, without beginning nor end. I Self Supreme, that has no name, that can't be explained. I am one with all. All is one. Remember, this world is a dream. Mommy, mommy, I had a dream. And when I woke up, you were nowhere to be seen. The world was burned to the ground. There was no one around. Mommy, mommy, please answer me. What does it mean? What does it mean? We are visitors here in this time and space. One day we'll have to leave, whether or not you believe or agree. Remember, this world is a dream. Remember, this world is a dream. How many have gone before me? How many will come after I'm gone? The truth will live on. The truth will live on. Long after I'm gone, the truth will live on. The world is at the end of its cycle. You're the messenger, the oracle. Humanity have reached its pinnacle. Balance and harmony right in the vehicle. Supreme is dreaming of the particles. The experience of coming into the world and explore is temporary. Lose all attachment and desire. When it's time to leave, be ready. Self-realization shatters all illusion, fear, ignorance, or worry. Remember, this world is a dream. Remember, this world is a dream. How many have gone before us? How many will come after we're gone? The truth will live on. The truth will live on. Long after I'm gone, the truth will live on. The truth will live on. Dreamers are the changes of the world. Dreamers are the saviors of the world. True self is dreaming of the world. Awake from the sleep, awake from the dream. Spirit and soul in union to be free. Fear has no power over me. I'm stabilizing the supreme. Who has eyes to see, let them see. New world is coming into being. Remember, this world is a dream. Remember, this world is a dream. How many have gone before me? How many will come after we're gone? The truth will live on. The truth will live on. Long after I'm gone, the truth will live on in the hearts of the children. I say, in the minds of the people DNA. The truth will live on. am primal light. I am the true light. I denounce all ties. I denounce all ties of this dream existence. I denounce all ties to this dream world, dream things, and all dream characters. I free myself from all ties and bondage. I revoke all contracts that binds me in any way or form. I denounce all rivalry. My truth and freedom is all that I need. I claim my liberation, free from this hypnosis, all slavery and oppression, all mind control, all tyranny. I free myself from all tyranny. I free myself from all psychic attacks, all manipulation. I free myself from all psychic attack and all manipulation. I claim my sovereignty. I claim my sovereignty. This mind, the ego, has no power over I. I said this mind, this ego, has no power over me. I am sovereign being. I revoke all your rights to act on my behalf. I annul all contracts between you and I. I have no relations, no teacher, no preacher, no deities, no gurus, no gods, no mother, no father, no sister, no brother, no family, no friends, no husband, no wife, no lovers, no ancestors, no children. All is myself. All is the self. I, the self, alone exist, indivisible, non-dual, formless, timeless, limitless, boundless. All is I. I am the ultimate truth. I am the ultimate reality. I am the eternal truth. I am the eternal self. I am primal light. I am that has no name. I am that can't be explained. I am liberated from this dream. I dissolve this dream. I am liberated. I am free. All is I alone exist. I, self-supreme, primal light, exist alone. What is the real? Only the self is real. The self came here to be into the non-duality, then entered into the dream. The self can exit the dream back into the real. What is not real? Anything that was created inside of this dream is not real. The ego can only rise in the dream. The ego cannot exit the dream to go into the real. ego must be dissolved in this dream. The ego, false self, arise in the dream. All the ego, false selves must be dissolved in this dream. I dissolve this ego, false self. I dissolve this ego and return to my ultimate true state. I denounce all ties to this ego, this mind, and all its imagination creation. I return to my ultimate true state. I return to my ultimate true state. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I transition from being to non-being. I transition from being to non-being. I move effortlessly with ease, from manifest to unmanifest. I move effortlessly with ease, from manifest to unmanifest. I dissolve this dream. I dissolve all duality beings, all duality existence. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I return, I return, I return. I return to my ultimate true state. I am in command. I am in command of the commandment, command. I am in command. I am in command of the commandment, command. And as I have commanded, so let it be. So it is. Now we will do call and response with these healing sound vibrations. Half day Mind has no power over me. Mind has no power over me. Mind has no power over me. I am protected and nothing can harm me. I am protected and nothing can harm me. I am liberated. I am free. I dissolve this dream. I am primalite, prepared for the world. Its identity as concept. I am the daughter of the self-supreme, primalite, art and raw. I am the liberator. I advocate for all selves. All is myself, and I alone exist. I am primalite. I am the true light. I am in command of the commandment command. I am in command of the commandment command. And as I have commanded, so let it be. Hail, hail to the primal light. Hail to the true light. Hail to the transparent light. Hail to the light throughout the ages. Hail to the light without beginning nor end. Hail, hail, hail to the primal light, our self-supreme, self, hot and raw. Hail, hail, hail to the primal light, our self-supreme, self-manifest. Hail, hail, hail to the primal light, our self-supreme, the one, the unmanifest. Hail, hail, hail to our self-supreme self, the witness self, one most high, the void manifest. Hail, 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 hail to our one true self, the void unmanifest. All is myself, I alone exist. And as I have commanded, so let it be. I am liberated, I am free. I dissolve this dream. Hail, hail to the I self-supreme, primal light. Mommy, mommy, I had a dream. And when I woke up,
Thank you for joining. See you at the next awakening, sunrise, rising.